あれれ、みーちゃんもなんだか寝不足な感じだよ。
寝たの3時くらいだからね。眠い。
3時？おいおい、夜更かしにも限度ってもんがあるぞ。大方、漫画の単行本が面白くなっちゃって、一巻から読破してしまったんだろう。俺にも経験があるぞ。
あれ、ひょっとして村長さんのこと？まだ見つかってないの？
I went to the Furude Shrine to join the youth group in their search for the mayor. Since I knew there was no way he would be found, it was really boring for me. Well, just enduring sleepiness wasn't that bad. Not if you consider what Kimiyoshi had to go through since last night. He had been hanging from the ceiling and couldn't even fall asleep or sit down, since he had to stay on tiptoes the whole time. Oh, yeah, since he's being hung. The teacher explained to us that the mayor had gone missing, and asked us if we knew anything. A couple of people said some things, but they're irrelevant. To me, this issue meant nothing, but it was all my classmates were talking about. I observed Keiichi Maebara. I had no idea if any type of danger was drawing closer to him. Maybe I'd call him again tonight, pretending to be Shion. I told him some outrageous stuff last night, so he panicked. But I was sure he calmed down after a day. At that time, I heard a little girl's laughter. It was Rika Furude, the last survivor of the Furude family, and their current head. However, she wasn't really treated as one. During the family councils, she'd often draw pictures or take a nap in the hag's bed. She wasn't even invited to last night's meeting. It was hard to believe such a little girl was responsible for part of the curse system. However, even though she wasn't in a respected position as the head of the Furude family, there were plenty of old people who worshipped her as the reincarnation of Orishio-sama. I heard from someone that Rika Furude was rather odd, and seemed to behave as if she knew she was that reincarnation. Maybe Takuro-sen had told me that in the library when she was alive. When Rika Furude became worried about something, the elderly people who worship her would make arrangements. It was very similar to the Sonozaki family, and was also the same system as used for the cursed. I wonder, does Rika Furude know anything about the deaths of Takuro-san and Toмотake-san? What does she think of people sneaking into the ritual storehouse? Does she know who snuck in and what happened to those people? As the one managing the storehouse, it was possible that she noticed the intruders first. In fact, she was the only one who could have noticed it. She must have passed on that information, which is why the curse was executed. That foolish Keiichi turned on the light when we went to the ritual storehouse. That light switch could have been connected to some kind of alarm. Rika Furude, the leader of the Furude family. Maybe getting to know her would be a good idea.
フルデ家当主として、今回の件はどこまで知ってるの？
Oh boy, yes, this is the chapter where that scene happens. Oh no. I asked her rather directly. It was hard to tell if she understood I was asking her in the place of the Sonozaki family head, instead of Mion Sonozaki.
富武たちのことですか？
Rika answered. The news hadn't been public, yet she knew about it. Although she looked immature, perhaps she truly was the head of the Furude family.
お社様のたたりなのですよ。としか言えないのです。
そんなのは分かってるよ。ならまだ終わってないよね。あと2人残っている。その2人はどうなるか聞いてる？
I tried to be vague to see how Rika Furude would react. I had been thinking that she had nothing to do with the underside of Himizawa, since she was always treated like a child. However, Rika had just said things about the incident which normal people shouldn't know anything about. That proved she belonged to the underside's network.
別に、どうでもいいと思いますですよ。
She answered the question about Tomitake-san and Takuto-san fairly quickly, but took a little longer to answer this time. Did she have to think about it? Shit! The look on her face never changes. It's impossible to figure out what she's thinking.
どうでもいいってことはないでしょ。それじゃあけじめにならないのは分かってる？
僕は、ちゃんと反省したなら、それでいいと思いますです。
Her response was unexpected, especially after seeing all the old people get so furious last night. To trespass in the ritual storehouse was blasphemy against Orishio-sama. The village elders had said those intruders deserved to die. Yet the leader of the Furude family, who protected the sacred storehouse for ritual implements, said that if they felt remorse for it, then that was fine. Recalled how people thought of Rika Furude's father during the dam conflict. Yes. Her father was called opportunistic back then. He didn't agree with the Otakafushi guardians, who had resisted violently during the conflict. Like father, like daughter. I aggressively grabbed Rika Furude by the collar.
はあ？何をひよったことを言ってんだか。古出家は先代もあんたもつくづく甘ったるいね。あんたたち古出家が西宮殿がいかに神聖で不可侵な聖域か一番理解してなくちゃならないんだよ。その古出家の仮にも当主が何を甘ったるいことを言ってるわけ。
I laughed at myself. I was told the same thing by someone else, and now was saying to Rika.
西宮殿を犯した罪がどれほどの大罪か理解してないわけじゃないんでしょ。
西宮殿は、お社様の大切な場所なのです。勝手に入ったりとかしちゃダメなとこなのです。
わかってるじゃない。そこに汚れを持ち込んだんだよ、あの4人は。
悪い猫さんなのです。にゃー。
そうだね、悪い猫だ。2匹は捕まえてお仕置きした。あと2匹いる。
にゃー。
どうけじめをつけるべきだろうね。古出家当主のご意見を聞かせてよ。
Rika really didn't wear any expression whatsoever, making it impossible to tell what she was thinking. But while I grabbed her body by the collar and stared at her, I could tell somehow. Rika was a little disturbed. I sensed she was trying to see what I was thinking in turn.
僕は、2匹の猫さんは、許してあげたいです。
それでけじめになると思ってんの？
けじめって言葉が、僕にはよくわからないです。
ああ、いい質問だね。じゃあお勉強しよう。けじめってのはね、罪をあがなうってことなの。罪は残せない。お社様のお怒りを放置することになるんだからね。だから罪の大きさに比例したけじめで罪を清めなければならないの。わかるよね？
お社様は、別に西宮殿を見られても怒らないのですよ。
はあ？あんた何言ってんの？
あの中を見ちゃダメなのは、あの中に怖い道具がいっぱいあるからなのです。見るときっと怖がる人もいると思いますのです。だから誰にも見せないようにしてあるのですよ。見た人も きっと怖かったと思います。だから、反省してると思いますのです。
反省してるから許されるって。あんたが決めることじゃないでしょ。そりゃお社様が決めること。
僕は、お社様の巫女ですよ。
そんなことは知ってるよ。じゃあ何さ、あんたはお社様に怒ってませんよって直接声を聞いて確認したとでも言うわけ。
Rika nodded yes without hesitation. I can't believe the lie she's coming up with. I'm not surprised. I'm shocked.
あんたら古出家がそんなざまだから、あんたの両親は一昨年のたたりで死んじゃったんだよ。
Holy shit!
お社様に仕える資格がないとお怒りを受けてね。
Holy shit!
それであんたの父親をたたり殺したんだよ。
お社様は、そんなことしないのです。お父様は、お社様のたたりで死んだんじゃないのです。
こんなのが最後の古出家の巫女だとはね。お社様が心を安らかにできないのがよくわかるよ。お社様をお祭りする古出家の人間でありながら、嘆かわしい。
ミーが何を怒っているのか、僕にはよくわからないのですよ。
I realized. She was in a position to know as much as the other two family heads. As proof, she talked about this year's incident as though it was nothing. Yet, she could feign ignorance with a serious face. She sure is something. She's even better than me. I slapped her a few times and pushed her to the floor. Rika, having tumbled downward, looked up at me with tears in her eyes.
そもそもあんたが西宮殿の鍵が重いから簡単なものに付け替えたいって言い出したのが事の発端なんだよね。
そうですよ。硬くて僕では大変だったので、君吉に相談して簡単な鍵に付け替えてもらったのです。
あんたがその程度の手間を惜しまず頑丈な世情をそのまま残していたなら、西宮殿への侵入を許さなかったかもしれない。今回の一件はあんたにも責任の一端があるんだからね。それを忘れない方がいいよ。もちろんあんたと一緒に鍵を付け替えた君吉家当主にも責任があるんだけどね。
That last part was something I added on a whim. I added it to connect Rika's story to the disappearance of Kimiyoshi. I wanted to pressure her psychologically by doing so.
君吉家当主はけじめをつけてもらうことになった。だから消えた。
Jesus Christ, Shion's being a bitch right now.
古出家当主にもけじめをつけてもらうことになるよ。
Rika was still on the floor, tears pouring down her cheeks.
あと残ってるのは前原圭一だけ。こいつは古出家の方で頼むことにする。
僕は何もわかんないのですよ。
別にあんたはわかんなくてもいいでしょ。憂慮したり困った顔をするだけでいいんだから。それはうちも同じ。とにかく頼んどくよ。
そんなの。
Rika hung her head. She seemed to want to say something, but she was afraid that I might be rough with her again. I doubt Rika Furude was actually at the top of the curse system, like the hag was. However, as one of the three family heads, she was a lot closer to the underside of Himizawa than I was. By now, that underside was well aware of Keiichi Maebara. I told the elderly leaders of the village yesterday in the meeting that Keiichi Maebara was the last one remaining. I just told the head of the Furude family the same thing. If threateningly. If my threat was effective, the curse of Urshio-sama would very soon, should very soon fall upon Keiichi Maebara. Sorry. And just at the right time, I would grab my enemy right as he took out my bait. If the assassin came from the Furude family, this girl would have committed the same sin as the hag. When that time came, I won't hold back. I was going to make sure she suffered, and then kill her. I've heard of a torture technique where you pound dozens of nails into a victim's fingers. I already found a restraining table and the tools for it. When the time comes, I'll pound your nails into your fingers. That gruesome anticipation radiated from my eyes and scared Rika even further. God, I'm not liking Shion. Oh, God, I'm really not liking her. I wonder how Kibiyoshi's doing. I doubt he died from tiptoeing all night, but sometimes a human could go very easily. He already told me everything I wanted to hear, and he doesn't know anything else anyway. On top of that, he was responsible for spreading the infection that was the curse system of Orishio-sama. His sins are very heavy. I really liked Uncle Kimiyoshi. He had always been kind. The hag was so rough on her relatives, and that's why he was extra nice to me. When we talked yesterday, I was so happy to hear him say he would forgive Shion. He even said he would fight the hag to save her. That made me very happy. Don't worry. If Shion-chan feels bad about what she has done, she won't be demoned away. Leave it to me. I felt such warmth inside of me. I almost shivered. I was so happy, yet so very sad. For he continued to say that Satoshi-kun deserved to die. He said those nice things because he wanted to make Mion happy, since she was worried about Shion. Satoshi-kun deserved to die because he was a member of the cursed Hojo family, but Shia-chan of the Sonozaki family did not. That's what he meant. In other words, to the leaders of the village, including Kimiyoshi, members of the Hojo family are more contemptible than insects. They didn't care if they lived or died. Their sin was not only they despised the Hojo family so, but also that they let that hatred infect the rest of the village. Therefore, everyone in the village deserves to be a victim of the curse of Orishio-sama. Kimiyoshi and the others created an environment that excused murder in that name. If that was so, if Takano-san and Tomitaki-san hadn't committed the serious crime of trespassing the ritual storehouse, then Satoko Hojo, the last survivor of the Hojo family, and Teppei Hojo, I was not expecting a character art of him, just as disgusting as ever, who have been hiding in Okamiya, might have been the victims. Satoko Hojo. She was always around Satoshi-kun. She expected Satoshi-kun to help her every time she cried. She was one of the people who cornered him. If Satoko wasn't that much of a burden, Satoshi-kun would have killed his aunt. Somebody told Satoshi-kun to commit that murder. And to hide the evidence of his connection to the mastermind, Satoshi-kun was demoned away. That's what Oishi thought. If Satoshi-kun hadn't killed his aunt, maybe he would have been chosen as last year's victim. Because the commands were vague, after all, the course of Orishio-sama fell upon the Hojo family as a whole. It didn't matter which member of the family died. His aunt had a terrible reputation in the neighborhood. She didn't communicate with her neighbors. She was always throwing fits, and there was nothing nice about her anyway. Even if Satoshi-kun didn't kill her, the curse would have fallen upon her sooner or later. Their aunt was the first victim. There needed to be another Hojo to calm the curse. According to a rumor, their uncle was living somewhere in Okamiya with his lover. However, Okamiya was a little different from Hirizawa. The Sonozaki family was powerful there as well, of course. But it would have been more difficult in Okamiya to demon away someone. So naturally, Satoshi-kun and Satoko, who were still in Himizawa, became the targets. Which one should be cursed? That was simple. Satoko, of course. She was snobby and lacking manners. Everyone in the neighborhood liked Satoshi-kun. Even if he was the son of the Hojo couple who betrayed the village during the damn conflict, compared to Satoko, he didn't deserve to die. Therefore, the actual victims of last year's curse should have been his aunt and Satoko. Satoshi-kun was suddenly all alone. His mean aunt and mean uncle were gone. His sister, who was a burden to him all of his life, was gone too. Satoshi-kun was such a nice person, he would be sad, although he realized he was finally free. But time would heal him. I'd even help. He didn't have to live in his house in Himizawa. There was plenty of empty rooms in the apartment block where I lived. I could find him a part-time job too. He didn't need to go to school in Himizawa. He'd go to school with me in Okamiya instead. He wouldn't know his way around, or really anything about the school there. So I'd be with Satoshi-kun all the time. I'd show him the shortcut to school. We'd go shopping, and I'd teach him many different things. What an unbelievably happy ending. Satoshi-kun had been suffering so much, and I had been pushed away all my life. But we would finally be happy. I enjoyed these sweet delusions, but I didn't have any more time to waste. I was sure there were plenty of old people who had been trying to get a hold of Oreo all morning, and who were trying to catch me after I got home from school. Actually, the phone had been ringing constantly while I enjoyed my happy thoughts. When I answered the phone, I casually listened and replied. As I planned, Keiichi Maebara was now known as the next curse victim within the underside of... I'm gonna reread that. As I planned, Keiichi Maebara was now known as the next curse victim within the underside of the Himizawa. I also tried to let them know that the disappearance of the village chief had something to do with the fact that he changed the lock on the ritual storehouse's door. All the authorities in the underside came to realize that the seriousness of trespassing in the storehouse. After all, one of the head of the three families got punished. One of the phone calls was from Rishi. He had also heard about Kimiyoshi's disappearance, and he knew it had something to do with the changing of the lock. I'm impressed. He has some pretty good sources. But all he can do is catch whatever information he can get. There's no way for him to find out where it's coming from. I'd call Keiichi Maebara again later tonight. Some of the more aggressive villagers may have already started to take action around him. I'm sure that by now, Keiichi's feeling the danger that's coming toward him. I'd have to be careful that he doesn't get killed easily. If I can catch the enemy before they bit Keiichi, I can use him as bait. Keiichi Maebara. I hadn't known him for that long. He's funny, if not intelligent. He would never replace Satoshi-kun. But I do think he's fun to be around. There's just one thing I don't like about him. He rubs my head far too often. His hand is as warm as Satoshi-kun's hand, which is why I can't stand it. But that's about it. Keiichi Maebara isn't Satoshi-kun's enemy. I don't hate him. He's fun to be around. But I wouldn't shed a tear for him if he became a victim of the curse. I won't prevent Keiichi Maebara from being killed, but I won't kill him myself either. I made arrangements for the curse to fall upon him, but I never told anyone to kill him. Well, I suppose I did tell Rika Furuta to take care of Keiichi Maebara. Wait a minute. To avenge Satoshi-kun, I'm doing exactly the same thing as the hag did. I'm using the exact same system that killed Satoshi-kun. Keiichi Maebara. I'm just using him. I told people to let the curse fall upon Keiichi, but I've been giving him appropriate warnings. I'm gonna help him if he tries to live. If I catch all my enemies, maybe I'll let him loose. He's different from Satoshi-kun. Satoshi-kun was tricked into killing his aunt, and was killed himself afterwards, so there wouldn't be any evidence remaining. I won't kill Keiichi Maebara. That's how I'm different from the hag. Ooh. Evening was turning to night. I had to get dinner ready. I had to eat, so I had enough strength to take revenge. The place was far from the town. It would even get isolated during winter because of the snow. It's not unusual for a household like this to have 2 or 3 refrigerators. There were plenty of groceries left in them. I was glad I didn't have to go grocery shopping. I could hear the chorus of the Higurashi. People often say that the sound of the Higurashi brings back memories. But for me, it's the exact opposite. I've only ever heard the sound of Higurashi in Himizawa. Therefore, the sound of the Higurashi, to me, is Hinamizawa. The sound reminded me that I wasn't supposed to be here, that I couldn't be here. That was when I heard the doorbell. Because there was a good distance between the house and the gate, there was both a doorbell and an intercom by the ladder. It had been a security camera too. Something as modern as a security camera monitor in this old-fashioned kitchen looked rather strange. I turned the switch, but nothing appeared on the monitor. I tried to check the plug, but there was a bunch of cords going behind the refrigerator, so I couldn't even do that. The doorbell continued to ring while I tried to figure out if the monitor was broken or if I just didn't know how to turn it on. I only felt like answering the door depending on who it was. It would normally be easier to pretend to be out. That wouldn't help me. I was waiting for my enemies to show up. I couldn't just hide myself, in that case. The hack was supposed to be sick and in an extremely bad mood. I'd already sent word out that she didn't want to see anyone. So who could it be? I made up my mind and turned the intercom on. If it was someone unwanted, I could just turn whoever it was away. But I had to act normally so I wouldn't arouse suspicion. I had to act normally.
はい。どちら様でしょう？
こんにちはなのです。
She didn't tell me her name, but I recognized her voice.
リカちゃんか。どうしたの？こんな時間に。
実は、お醤油を分けてもらいに来たのですよ。
Soy sauce? I almost screamed, but I controlled myself. I took a moment to think about the situation. Hinmazawa was far from most stores, so sometimes neighbors would share seasoning and stuff with each other. The village sometimes got snowed in during the winter, but the Furude shrine was quite far from this house. It was rather odd for her to come all the way here on her bicycle just to get some soy sauce. Maybe she was using it as an excuse. Maybe there was something she wanted to talk to me about. That was when I noticed a piece of paper that was on the refrigerator door next to the intercom. We still have plenty of homemade soy sauce in stock. Feel free to come to the Sonozaki house if you want some. The hag must have given that flyer to everyone. One of our relatives sent her a barrel of soy sauce. If you want some, bring a container. That's what the flyer said. I see. This would explain it. There was a handwritten note on the bottom of the flyer. The soy sauce is in the storage area under the floor. Give them as much as they want. There was a storage area beneath the floor. When I opened it, I saw a barrel of soy sauce, alongside a funnel and a ladle. I didn't want Rika to notice anything suspicious at this point. I decided to share the soy sauce with her.
いいよ。入れるものは持ってきてるの？
お醤油の瓶を持ってきましたのです。
オッケー。勝手に入ってきていいよ。玄関で待ってる。
As I headed there, I heard the doorbell ring again.
内側から閉まってて、門が入れないのですよ。
ああ、そうだった。ごめん。今開けに行くよ。待ってて。
People didn't pay much attention to safety around here in Himizawa. People didn't think too much about locking the doors. But as someone who's lived in a town, I have always locked everything. To let Rika Furude in, I'd have to go outside.
こんばんはなのですよ。
こんばんは。
Rika smiled at me. She was holding a huge soy sauce bottle. She acted like I never yelled at her, got violent with her, or made her cry at all today. Or perhaps she came to curry favor, thinking that she angered me. I invited Rika to the front door. I told her to wait for a moment and tried to take the bottle. But Rika took her shoes off and walked into the house with the bottle in her hands.
いいよいいよ。私が入れてくるから待ってなよ。
僕も、上後でお醤油入れるのは上手になったのですよ。
She looked at me as if begging. I guess she wanted to pour the soy sauce into the bottle herself. I didn't want her to come in the house, but I suppose I didn't want her to wait there alone either. If she came to the kitchen with me, I could keep my eyes on her. And so, I brought Rika to the kitchen. We walked down the hallway. I heard my footsteps. I stopped suddenly and turned around to make sure Rika was following me. Rika bumped into me.
め、
Aw.
ああ、ごめんごめん。
I made sure she was right behind me and started to walk again. Tap, 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 tip, 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 tap, tap, tip, tip. Rika must have been making fun, matching her footsteps to mine. Even when I quickly sped up, our footsteps matched perfectly. Tap, 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 tap. Tip, 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 tip. Tap, tap, tap. I stopped suddenly. Tip, tip, tip. Tip. Rika stopped suddenly too, after taking an extra step. Oh. When I turned around, Rika smiled at me. That was a good detail. Our footsteps matched perfectly, and when I stopped suddenly, I heard her extra step. I experienced such footsteps before. It was making me feel uncomfortable. But now, although her footsteps sounded the same as the other ones I experienced, I saw her when I turned around. That was the difference between them. I left the storage door open. Oops. I left the storage door open, not the storage room open. Ooh, that would have been bad. I left the storage door open so you could see the soy sauce barrel. The memo said she could take as much as she wants, but I wasn't sure if there was enough left. I crouched down and tried to open the lid of the soy sauce barrel. Even when I crouched down, I could hear Rika's extra step.
うん、まだまだいっぱいあるよ。ほら、好きなだけ持ってくといい。
When I turned around, Rika was very close to me. But... Who was this? I saw Rika, but it wasn't Rika at all. It was like when I switched with my sister. The outside was the same, but the inside was different. Did Rika have a twin sister? I was confused for a moment. That was when Rika sprayed something from a small bottle into my eyes. I felt a terrible pain in my eyes, and suddenly tears poured out and my nose started to run. I couldn't stop sneezing either. As I stumbled around, covering my face, I then realized I was hacked. I shut my eyes tightly for a moment, then opened them again. Rika was about to grab my hair and drag me down onto the floor. When Rika saw me open my eyes, she sprayed at me again. I shut my eyes to avoid the spray, but my nose still breathed in the substance. I avoided the pain in my eyes, but my tears, the runny nose, and the sneezing continued. Shit! My brain isn't working quickly enough. However, when I finally understood that I had been attacked by Rika Furude, my brain started to grind into motion. Rika Furude knocked me on my back and got on top of me. I tried to escape from her by rolling on the kitchen floor. As I rolled, I hit an oven, a huge jar, and destroyed a pile of something on the floor as I fought back. But Rika didn't let go of me. She stayed on top and restrained me. She was sitting on my stomach, and I felt intense pain and pressure. She sure could fight well. I still couldn't see anything. Rika had the upper hand, my eyes were shut, and I was in real danger. As I tried to blink, I saw Rika's expression. I didn't know Rika Furude all that well. I only knew her from the few times we met when I went to school as Mion, and from the things I heard from other people. But as far as I knew, there was no way Rika Furude would ever do something like this. This is just impossible. Impossible. Impossible! No! I can't fill my head with that word. I have to calm down and figure out what to do next. Shit! I'm too much of a mess to even think. I tried to peek at her face again. She still had the spray bottle in one hand. What I didn't expect was the thing in her other hand. How can I mistake it for anything else? It was definitely a syringe. When Rika realized I regained my eyesight, she pointed the spray bottle right at me and let loose with it. I shut my eyes tightly and tried to ignore the pain. Up, and it froze. God damn it. But that was it, even though I was blinded. Rika made a miscalculation. She had sprayed at me from such a close distance that she inhaled the substance as well. I heard Rika sneeze and realized that it was my chance. Even if I couldn't see, I knew she was right there. I hit Rika's face a few times. When I felt Rika's weight shift, I escaped. I got my stun gun ready. Rika must have inhaled just a little of the spray. She wasn't sneezing anymore, and was glaring at me instead. Rika's expression didn't change, but I was sure she was disappointed that her surprise attack was a failure. Rika flinched just a little, but she was still holding the spray bottle and aiming it at my eyes. She was trying to use the spray first, and then give me the shot. I didn't know what was in that syringe, but it was a clear liquid. It had to be something bad. She wanted to take my eyesight, get on top of me, and then give me the shot. If whatever was in that syringe took a while to take effect, I might have the chance to fight back, and seriously injure Rika. But Rika's surprise attack told me that being ejected was more than enough. In other words, whatever the effect, it would start to work immediately. Therefore, I wouldn't be able to fight back against her. It would probably either knock me out or kill me. In any case, what I had was equally deadly. My stun gun was very powerful. Just one shot would be all it took. What happened before was proof of its power. Rika knew my stun gun was a lot more powerful than her spray. She was being extremely cautious.
ほらほら、いつまで人ん家に上がり込んでボサーっとしてくれてるわけさ。そっちから来ないんなら、こっちから行くぞ、こら
！I threw a pile of newspapers at her. The pile wasn't tied together, so the newspapers flew all over Rika. I jumped at her immediately after. I shot my stun gun into her, and pulled the trigger. Rika spasmed and fell to the floor. You fool! Hesitating in a fight where a single blow wins. Only amateurs just glare at each other. You don't have a single clue about how advantageous the first strike is when a single blow can decide everything. The spray bottle rolled on the ground, but she still had the syringe. Rika was down, but I couldn't let my guard down either. I kicked her in the side and chambered on top of her. I took the syringe. I held Rika's arm down and gave her the shot. My actions could hardly be called gentle. I injected her violently. I injected everything that was in that syringe. Rika began to convulse. I stood back and watched for what would happen to her body. Of course, I saw my guard up. While I assumed that the drug would incapacitate her immediately, I didn't know exactly what kind of reaction she would have.
はっざまあないね。私に勝てるとか夢にでも思った。なめんじゃねえや
After a few more convulsions, Rika unsteadily got to her feet. That's ridiculous! How can she even stand? I looked at my stun gun. Damn it! The power was on the lowest setting! Maybe it had been readjusted when we were rolling around on the floor. I changed the setting to maximum. Rika turned pale and started sweating all over. I didn't know its exact effect, but if Rika had given me the shot, I'd be the one experiencing her symptoms. She looked really sick, so obviously she must have been feeling awful too. She couldn't even focus. She was very wobbly, and had her hand on the wall. she'd lost her balance, and it must have been hard for her to even stand. She didn't look so brave anymore. Rika wobbled some more and moaned as if she was about to throw up. Rika looked scared as she moaned and wobbled, but at the same time, she looked kind of funny too. Suddenly, she hadn't even dreamed she'd be getting the shot herself. As man sows, so shall he reap. That's what you get.
実に滑稽だね。笑えるよ。目が回ってるのかな、それとも息ができないのかな。あんたがあとどのくらいでくたばるのか見物するのも楽しいよ。ああ、でもそれじゃ拷問する楽しみがなくなるね。私さ、あんたにはあの釘台を使ってやろうとずっと心に決めてたんだよね。あんたが自分の薬で死ぬのが早いか、両手樹脂に釘をたらふく食らって痛みでいくのが早いか、ぜひ見てみたいもんだね。よし、決めた。そうしようかね。んじゃ会場を移そうか。場所を移すためにちょいと眠っててもらうよ。
I walked up to Rika, my stun gun making popping sounds. When Rika saw the sparks from the stun gun, she moved to grab a huge kitchen knife.
おや、まだその程度の元気はあるわけだ。そうでなくちゃ面白くないよ。あんたにはいろいろ聞きたいことがあるしね。無駄に抵抗しない方がいろいろと辛くないよ。もっとも抵抗しなくても辛い目に遭うだろうけど。
Oh, oops! Oops,
残
sorry.
念だけど、あんたの誘いは断るわ。
Oops, sorry for skipping Shion's line. I'm sorry, let's see what she said. Well, actually, even if you do, you'll go through the same misery anyways. And I'm gonna go ahead and read Rika's line because I interrupted her. I'm sorry, everyone, that was one strike on me. Sorry, but I'll refuse that invitation, you torture maniac. What she said wasn't anything I expected to hear from the Rika I knew. But I didn't hesitate. I had the advantage, so I didn't need to worry. Besides, this was coming from the last survivor of the Furune family, one of 3 families. That sudden change somehow felt natural.
あんたらの御三家の血塗られた歴史に比べたら、私なんてとてもとても。それを古出家当主様に褒めてもらえるなんてね。ちょっと光栄だね。んで、そのフラフラな体で包丁一本で抵抗してみせる。立っているだけでも限界なくせに。
そうね。あんたの言う通り、これがどうも私の限界。お前なんかに召し取られて殺されるくらいなら悪いけど、お先に退場させてもらうわ。
退場できるならしてごらんよ。
It was clear who held the advantage here. But despite that, an odd thrill filled both of us. We lost our minds wasn't a fitting phrase for the people of Himizawa. It was a feeling of release when modern demons could stop pretending to be human. Yes, this was a mad banquet of demons, with the savoring of blood and devouring of flesh. Attended by the head of the Furune family and the head of the Sonozaki family, the old families whose blood is closest to the madness of the demons. I stood in front of the hallway so as to block her escape route. The windows and grates and the door had a safety chain on it. If she turned around, I hit her with my stun gun. In this situation, what did Rika Furude mean by taking her leap? Rika got her knife ready. I expected her to aim at my stomach when she attacked, so I took a stance with my stun gun ready in my hand. Rika, however, suddenly turned around. I carefully watched to see what her next move would be. Rika put the handle of the knife to the wall and held it in place. What was she doing?
じゃあね。さよなら、冷血女。お前なんかに殺されてたまるか。
Rika reared her head back and slammed her throat against the knife on the wall. Her blood splattered all over her. Rika bent backwards repeatedly to let the knife slash at her throat. Again and again. Her neck and chest were dyed red. I always thought blood was darker. But her blood wasn't dark. It was so bright. I must have been confused, but it looked pretty. After doing this several times, Rika turned around. Her eyes were wide open. She didn't look like she was from this world. Her face looked at something both living and dead, both real and artificial. It was very scary, eerie, and above all else, pale. Although her face looked unearthly, it was a very appropriate face for a demon. I didn't have a mirror, so I couldn't tell, but I was sure I looked exactly like her. Rika continued to violently slash her throat. It reminded me of someone trying to break a huge piece of ice with an ice pick. That was exactly what Rika looked like. The white chips of ice coolly flying through the air. What I saw before me was a beautiful sight. Every time Rika struck her throat, tiny drops of red splattered the boring bright world around her. It was like a dance. A dedication dance by the final head of the Furude family. The demon's last dance of dedication to Orishio-sama. Upon seeing that literally blood-curdling dance, I let out a fierce roar. I had no reason to do so. I was howling like an animal. We were like animals trying to kill each other, both getting covered in blood. And, inevitably, as one convulsed in a pool of that blood, the other threw back its head and howled. My body shivered with the joy I felt inside of me. This was death, the most final judgment, and it was right before me. The demons howled, screamed, and roared. The roars faded, and my voice started to change from the voice of the demon back of that to a human. As a demon, I roared. As a human, I sneered. Rika was covered in blood from her neck down. Her blood was pouring out, making a little noise. Rika was still staring into my eyes. I stared back at her. I wasn't sure if they were still eyes, though. They were no longer human eyes, the eyes of the dead. Rika. No. Rika's corpse vomited blood from her nose and mouth and smiled. Then she dropped the knife. She stuck her hands out and turned her palms upward. Her wriggling fingers reminded me of an insect's legs. Those fingers reached for her own throat. I'd never seen anything like it. I'd never seen anyone do this before. Because Rika was scratching her own throat. She was ripping her own throat apart. Maybe that wasn't a good description. She was trying to rip out the inside of her throat through the opening she made with the knife. Her fingers found the biggest tear. Rika smiled. At least that's what I would have called it if she were alive. She ripped open tail with one tug. Upon hearing my scream, Rika died and fell on her face, into the pool of blood. That was it. She didn't get up again to show me her throat. I stepped back from Rika Furude's body and bumped into the wall in the hallway. I whirred again in admiration of the ritual dance of dedication of the head of the Furude family. Joy ran through my body, and my blood rushed through my veins.
勝ったぞ私は勝った打ち勝ったうわー
I then realized how I disposed of the heads of the three families, the core of the curse of Oroshio-sama. Everything was finally exposed. The curse of Oroshio-sama and his masterminds were all exposed. I disposed of the leaders of the three families, who all killed Satoshi-kun. The head of the Sodazaki family died of a heart attack. She was at the bottom of the well, along with a wheelchair. I ran the head of the Kimiyoshi family. He continued to tiptoe until he died. The head of the Furuta family died, in a way that was perfect for the final head of the three families that owned Gafushi. I did it. I accomplished my mission. I defeated all the masterminds who killed Satoshi-kun with the curse. Everyone! Satoshi-kun, you are powerless. You didn't have the means to fight back. Those evil people simply sneered as they let you die. After marking you as a member of the cursed Hojo family, I'll never, ever forgive them. They believe you deserve to die because you're one of the Hojos. As long as it was done by the Corso Shio-sama, they didn't care how you were killed. I'll never forgive those people for creating this world. What could I have done to save you, Satoshi-kun? I couldn't save you. Shion Sotozaki couldn't do anything at the time. If I was Mion, not Shion. If I was Mion that day, I could have saved you. Mion could have saved you. That's right. I remember now. Shion. She said she wanted to eat a red snapper sashimi that day. I was supposed to eat that. But Shion pouted and cried. That was why I let her switch. Just for that night. I did it to make her happy. Like a big sister would. Shion was never treated well, so I felt bad. That was it. I was being a good sister. That was it. When morning came, the world had been turned upside down, and it had remained so until today. We weren't twins anymore. The one with the demon was Mion, and the one without the demon was Shion. What was that supposed to mean? Wait, Mom, listen! I'm Mion, not her. You can tell us apart, right, Mom? Look, can't you tell I'm Mion? Come on, everyone! Tell me I'm Mion! I'm Mion! Don't call me Shion! I'm Mion, I am! Oh.
その時、私ははっきり悟ったよ。あんたは知っていたんだ。あの夜、親類たちが集まって何をするのか、ただの宴会じゃないって知っていたんだ。
Ha ha ha! So it turns out that Shion was Mion the whole time. Or is she? Is she being a reliable narrator? Or is she lying to us? The mysteries are unfolding about the twins of Shion and Mion. Which one's which?
知らない。本当に知らなかったの。はあ？なわけないでしょ。あんた、あの日だけ嫌にしつこく絡んできたじゃない。タイの刺身なんて食べたことない。食べてみたい。いつもミオンばかりずるい。私にもって。普段ならおとなしく納得するくせに、あの日だけ必要に。知らないの。本当に知らなかったの。あんな恐ろしいことになるなんて、思ってたら絶対に言わなかった。はっ、どうだか。あんたはいつも妬んでたじゃない。ミオンばかりいい目にあってずるいって。だから私が気を利かせてたまに入れ替わってあげてたんじゃない。あんたはそれに満足していなかった。より一層妬んでいったんだ。そしてあの夜の意味を自分だけ知り、私から奪ったんだ。ミオンを奪ったんだ。ミオンを返せ。私がミオンなんだ。私が園崎ミオン。お前はシオンなんだよ、シオン。ミオンを語るな、偽物が。
I kicked the bars of the cell repeatedly while I roared. Compared to my roar, the metallic noise of the bars sounded like a cry of a little puppy. I had been convinced by something so stupid. The tattoo of the demon was just a way of telling us apart. Even without that tattoo, I'm Mion. That's right, I am Mion Sotozaki. I gathered my hair and pulled it in a ponytail with the yellow band that Mion used to all the time. Since I didn't feel my hair on my neck, I felt like I could think more clearly now. Two Mions looked at each other through the iron bars. According to our sibling rules, that was never to happen. Yes, there was only one Mion and one Shion. There could never be two of either at the same time.
髪をほどけシオン。ミオンは私だ。ミオンはここにいる。お前がミオンじゃない。だから語るな、二度と私を語るな。聞いているのかシオン。聞こえているのか。聞こえているなら返事をしろ。私に返事を届かせろシオン。
I took myself back on this day. Shion admitted she was Shion.
はあ、ミオンであることがこんなにも素晴らしいなんて。すごいよ。体全体が言うことを聞く。頭の回転が優れた気がする。そうだよ、ミオンは万能なんだ。みそかすのシオンとは違う。落ちこぼれのくせに下手なミオンのふりなんかしやがって。それが私にとってどれだけむずがゆかったことかわかるでしょ、あんたになら。シオン。
はい。おね。
Shion called me sis. And so, I was Mion! Ah! The demon who had been asleep inside of me was finally allowed to wake up. The demon roared. My whole body shivered to express its joy.
シオン、あんたには罪がある。あんたは今までミオンだった。園崎家の鬼を継ぐミオンという強い立場がありながら、サトシ君を救わなかった、救おうとしなかった。サトシ君を救うための100億の瞬間があったはずなのに、あんたはその全てを見殺しにすることを選んだんだ。私は許さない、お前を許さない。お前が私だったらサトシ君を救えていたのに。お前が私を奪いサトシ君を殺したことを私は絶対に許さない。
Shion was shaken on the other side of the bars.
私はお前を殺すだろう。絶対に殺す。サトシ君の胸に見合う殺し方をしてやる。お前を一番残酷に殺す方法が何なのか、今日から毎日考えて過ごしてやる。シオンは私がそれを思いつくまでのわずかな日々を、いつ殺されるのかどう殺されるのかに怯えながら過ごすがいい。簡単には殺さない。むごたらしく殺す。殺した後はサトシ君と同じ井戸に放り投げてやる。そしてサトシ君にあの世で謝ってこい。それが私を語り続けてきたことへの報いだ。報い報い、お前の罪。うわ
I need to at least clean up the kitchen. Well, I was putting old newspapers on the floor to absorb the blood. The phone rang. I didn't want to answer, but maybe I should. I should answer it and talk to whoever it was.
はい、園崎です。
いつもお世話になってるでございます。北条と申しますですわ。
I was surprised to hear the Hojo name, but I realized right away it was Satoko.
あ、さとこ？どうしたの？
夜分遅くに申し訳ありませんわね。うちのリカがお邪魔してませんこと？
Ah, yes. Ever since Satoko Hojo was abandoned, she had been living with Rika Furude. Of course, she'd get suspicious that Rika hadn't returned yet.
あ、来てるよ。
あら、まだお邪魔してますの？もう夕飯の時間ですのに。
ねえさとこ、実はね、今日さ、ちょいとおかずを作りすぎちゃってね。リカちゃんにも夕食を振る舞ってるんだよ。
そうなんでございますの？
さとこも来なよ。さとこの分もあるからさ。リカちゃんはもう食べてるよ。
もうリカったら。わかりましたわ。ちょっと片付けをしてから参りますわね。では、ごめんあそばせ。
うん。待ってるからね。じゃ。
Oh no! Oh no! Yep. The last one to be the torture victim of Shion. The cards are being set. Oh god!
Keiichi!
Also, Keiichi's dad. I like that description. Okay, hold up. I need to take a second. I have to read that Rika scene. I need to take a second. Okay, I took a second.
さっきから呼んでるぞ。電話だ。園崎さんから。
園崎さんって、どっち？姉？妹？
そんなのは知らん。自分で出て聞きなさい。
もしもし。ミオンか？シオンか？
私です。シオンです。こんばんは。
シオン！ゆべは、すまなかった。つい興奮して。
He must have been worried about how I hung up the phone so suddenly last night.
私たちは運命共同体なんです。互いの無事の確認が自分たちの安全の唯一の保証なんです。
ああ、それについては同感だ。
だから私たちは互いの知っている情報を共有する必要があります。高野さんたちみたいな死に方をしないために。
I heard Keiichi swallow loudly.
では、昨日の続きを話します。もう怒らないで聞いてくれますよね。
ああ、大丈夫だ。
Keiichi agreed to be quiet and listen. I explained the dangerous situation Keiichi was in once again. Just like how some evil people in the village attacked Takano-san and Tobitake-san, they might attack us any day. It's ironic, of course, that while I was warning him, I was also the one who made sure the curse will fall upon him.
互いに何か気になることがあったら報告し合いましょう。互いの持つ小さな断片を合わせていけば、ひょっとすると高野さんたちを殺した、いえ、今年の事件に限らない、過去の連続事件を解決する鍵が見つかるかもしれません。
そうだな。確かにそうだ。
では、まずは言い出した私からいきます。最近、誰かに監視されているような気がします。
I was making this up. I just wanted to realize how urgent the situation was.
と言っても気のせいかもしれません。でも一応報告します。今は気のせいだと思っていますけど、もしもケイちゃんも同じように誰かに監視されているように感じるなら、これは気のせいじゃないのかもしれませんから。
そういうことなら安心しろ。少なくとも俺の方は大丈夫だ。
It seemed like nothing had happened to Keiichi today, at least. Now that the heads of the three families were gone, it's possible the curse system had been destroyed entirely. If that was the case, then Keiichi might not be attacked after all. But if there was someone who did want to attack him, that meant part of the system was still alive. In other words, my mission wouldn't be accomplished just yet. Keiichi was like a litmus test in this situation. I know whether or not all my enemies were gone depending on if Keiichi got bitten. He sure is a very useful man. After that, I went along with what Keiichi said. I made sure he was fearful of Mion, as well as all the three families. I explained to him the possibility that the whole village was involved, and that the cursor Shio-sama might be some sort of system. Then I remembered Shion wouldn't know too much about the disappearance of the mayor, so I continued.
私もついさっき聞いたんですが、君吉のおじいちゃんが行方不明になったって本当ですか？
村長さんのことか。なんだシオン、聞いてないのか？
何も知らないです。お父さんが電話でそう話してるのをまた盗み聞いただけですから。
ああ、実はな、ゆうべ会合の後、家に帰ってこないとかでひなみ沢中で大騒ぎになったんだ。村中で探したみたいだけど、まだ見つかったって話は聞かないな。警察も探してるはずなんだけど。
なんでそんな大事な話を先にしてくれなかったんですか？
悪い。 もう知ってると思ってたんだよ。隠す気なんかなかった。
ケイちゃん、私どうしよ
どうした？話せよ。俺たちの間で隠し事はなしだろ。
う。ごめん、隠すつもりはなかったんです。ちょっと言うのが前後したっていうか。
俺たちは仲間だろ。怒ったりしないから正直に話せよ。
私、君吉のおじいちゃんに打ち明けたんです。
君吉のじいさんってのはシオンにとって相談できる心安い人なんだろ。
はい、私のこと小さい頃から本当に可愛がってくれて、私いつも意地悪なことをしてたのに、いつもニコニコと笑って、私の言うことは何でも聞いてくれて、本当に優しい人だったのに。
落ち着けよ、シオン。別に死んでしまったわけじゃないだろ。そんな簡単に諦めるなよ。
Keiichi tried to make me feel better, but he had no idea what was actually going on. It really made me laugh.
村長さんに、私、あの晩、西宮殿に忍び込んだこと、誰かにそれを見られてて、私たちを狙っている人がいるって。
村長さんは高野さんたちがまともじゃない死に方をしたのを知ってるのか？
はい、知っていました。あの二人がお社様のたたりで死んだから、私はその怒りを鎮める生贄にされるんじゃないかって、本当に率直に言いました。
ああ、それで？
君吉のおじいちゃん、怒らなかった。そしてにっこり笑って、シオンちゃんがちゃんと反省してるなら鬼隠しになんかなるものかって、本当に笑いながら任せなさいって。
I actually got a little sad while saying that. Uncle Kiyoshi had been so reliable. I was happy when he said that he would protect Shion. I was truly happy. If only he hadn't said anything to insult Satoshi-kun.
私のせいです。私が打ち明けてしまったから。
よせよ、シオン。シオンのせいじゃないよ。
いいえ、私のせいなんです。私が打ち明けてしまったから。君吉のおじいちゃんが知ってしまったから。だから殺されてしまったに違いないんです。だって打ち明けてすぐなんですよ。打ち明けて大丈夫って言ってくれたその晩に消えてしまった。
It was such a strange feeling. I wasn't upset at all, but I pretended to be upset and muttered words of prayer for Kimiyoshi's safety. I started to feel that emotion growing inside me. I was only pretending to be distressed to fool Keiichi. Yet the emotion and feeling began welling up inside me. It felt like I was being consumed by that emotion. So the words coming from my mouth weren't words I intentionally said. They were words that consuming emotion forced me to say. It was like someone else inside of me was doing the talking instead. And I was just watching that someone talk from a short distance away.
これは全部私たち4人のトガだったはず。他人に話してはいけないことだったんです。話したから殺されてしまった。知ったから殺されてしまった。打ち明けたから殺されてしまった。
おい待てよ。そんな奴なら打ち明けた村長を殺す前にお前から先に殺すに決まってるじゃないか。順番が違うよ。殺されるなら俺かシオンが先。他の奴らが先に死んだりするものか。
順番はあります。私たちを一番最後に殺すつもりに違いないんです。
なんだって？
人思いに殺さないで、親しい人たちから順々に殺していって、散々悲しい思いをさせた後に殺す。 そういう狙いに違いないんです。
What I just said scared even me. Killing our loved ones first to harm us emotionally, and only then kill us at the height of our suffering? Whoa! I felt something crawling up my spine. That's awesome! It's an awesome idea! I must not be human anymore. I really am a demon. I even could never think of such cruel things. That would be one incredible hell. Your close friends dying one at a time after being tortured. And after all that, you yourself get killed? What a great way to destroy someone's life. Why was I getting so excited about this? Because I could get going with that plan right away!
リカちゃん、リカちゃんだ。
え、今なんて言ったんですか？
俺も実は打ち明けたんだ。リカちゃんに今日。
リカちゃんってリカちゃまのことですか？フルデ神社のリカちゃま？
Oh man, things are connecting now!
そうだよ、リカちゃんだよ。俺もどうしようもなく不安で打ち明けたんだ。リカちゃんに。
そうしたらリカちゃまはなんて？
猫さんの心配しすぎなのです。僕がきっと何とかしてあげますですよ。で、リカちゃんはそう言って。ごめんシオン。俺ちょっとリカちゃんのことが心配になっちゃって。
あ、はい。そんなに心配でしたらぜひ電話を。安否を確認してみてください。
ああ、そうさせてもらう。
また明日もこのくらいの時間に連絡します。それをもって私の安否確認としてください。
分かった、待ってる。じゃあな。すまん、切るぞ。
Keiichi hung up roughly. The laugh. What a hilarious conversation with Keiichi. Everything was just too damn funny. Keiichi Maebara, go ahead and struggle helplessly. Run all over the village and see if the curse is still alive. Go ahead and see if my enemies are still around. I'll after a while, and then calm down. I've already got rid of the bicycles and shoes belonging to Rika and Satoko. My house was, for a moment, taken care of. I could expect Keiichi to run around in panic, to ask for help from someone, and then ultimately come to Mion. More than likely, the youth group would end up looking for Rika like they did with the mayor. I'd probably have to endure another long night again, knowing nobody would find her. I decided to wait until the phone rang. I killed time by watching TV until it did. Oh
Kei-chan.
no.
本気で言ってんの？
Oh ho ho! And now, we're getting to see the point of view from Shion during a certain scene with Higurashi. Why am I smiling like a moron? I'm smiling like a moron, I know, I'm so sorry everyone, but I am excited to see how this goes!
もし冗談だったらかなり怒るよ。
I scolded Keiichi for suspecting that Rika had disappeared.
みーちゃん、本当に冗談だったなら怒るんじゃなく笑おうよ。だって冗談なんだから。私たちはそれが冗談であることを確かめなくちゃいけない。
そうだね。機嫌の悪そうなことを言ってごめん。
Rina rebuked me. Well, she looked quiet. I felt that she could be very terrifying under her skin. I had no basis for that impression, but I still felt that way. I just didn't like her. I had disliked her ever since that rainy day at the bus stop. It wasn't that we didn't get along, though. How should I put it? I was at a loss for how to explain. Huh. That was it. I found a good example. When I was little, I'd always wanted to play tennis. I had my relatives take me up to a tennis court, and they all praised my skill. I was doing nothing more than hitting a ball with a racket. They told me I was talented, and that made me happy. When I went to school, I told my classmates I played tennis, and they told me that I was talented too. Then, one of my classmates, who is usually very quiet, said she also played tennis. Not only did she play, but she took lessons. Although I bragged about my serve, I was no match for her. I felt lonely and insulted that everyone was paying attention to her and not me. She was usually very quiet, but suddenly, I realized that she knew more and had a lot more experience than me. Right at the bus stop was just like that. I thought of myself as a demon now. I awakened a part of me that was half human, half demon, the part that lived in Onikafuchi village. In fact, I already stepped into a world where no humans couldn't go. I already surpassed my human limits. I generally thought of myself as a superior being, having transcended the realm of mortals. But when my eyes met Ren Ryugu's, I felt what I did long ago with tennis. Why? Why did I feel that way with Rena? I heard that in the animal world, during battle, animals go at each other and to display their strength. Only humans have to punch or kick each other in order to feel superiority or inferiority. I didn't like how I read that line. I'm going to reread that real quick. Only humans have to punch or kick each other to feel superiority or inferiority. Most animals can tell just by glaring at each other. In that case, could it be the same with Rena?
みーちゃん、大丈夫？
ああ、ごめん。ほらさ、昨日から寝不足で。ごめん。
Keiichi climbed up a ladder and tried to peek into the window on the second floor where Rika and Sadako lived. It was my job to hold down the ladder. Mina had cautioned me to hold onto it tightly.
みーちゃん、私念のため本宅の方も見てくるね。すぐ戻るから。
ごめん。よろしく。
Rena ran off after that. When I looked up, I saw Keiichi trying to open a window, but all of them were locked.
本宅ってなんだ？
Keiichi asked me from the top of the ladder.
古出家の本当の家だよ。両親が亡くなって以来、ずっと放置してあるそうだけど。
あ、そうか。リカちゃんのご両親って亡くなってるんだよな。
聡子も親はいないよ。お社様のたたりってことで、両親が崖から落っこちてね。お兄さんだったサトシ君もいなくなっちゃって。
サトシって前に聞いた名前だな。
You heard the name before? I felt anger grow inside of me. Don't you know whose desk you're using every day? You act as if it belongs to you. You drop food on it while eating lunch. You drool on it while taking a nap. Don't you know who it really belongs to? Why am I acting this way? I'm Mion. Suchikun doesn't even exist anymore. He was dimmed away. It was hardly Keiichi's fault that he didn't know. It really isn't his fault.
聡子はリカちゃんと一緒にこの小屋で暮らしてるんだよ。互いに身寄りのない一人ぼっち同士。助け合ってね。
本宅って言ったか？そっちで暮らした方が楽だろうに。
初めはそうしてたみたい。でも、両親を思い出すから辛いって言って。
After everyone in Satoko's family died, she started living with Rika. It only made sense. Satoko and Rika were best friends. They didn't care about the Hojo family or the Furude family. They had been best friends before the damn conflict. The reason why the curse never fell upon Satoko. Rika Furude probably had a lot to do with it. That made more sense than anything else, at least. Satoko was pardoned from the curse of the Hojo family. All thanks to Rika Furude's arrangements. Satoko had never been a victim of the Nine of the Watanagashi. According to the curse system I uncovered, the last survivor of the Hojo family still living in Himiza would be the perfect target for this year's curse. Therefore, whoever was responsible for executing the curse must have tried to take her life. However, nothing happened to her, proving that Satoko had escaped from the curse. That was really and truly infuriating. She might have been the head of the Rude family, but I couldn't accept that such a little girl had enough power to protect her friend. No, Mion, no, actually Shion. Shion must have the same power then! Just like Rika protected Sadako, Shion can protect Satoshi! Damn it. Damn it.
リカちゃんも、サトコも、大変なんだな。
呪われてるんだよ。
え？ミオン、お前今、なんて言った？
呪われてるって言ったの。
ミオン、お前、なんて顔してんだよ。
北条里子はね、お社様のたたりを一身に受けた呪われた子なの。
I can't accept that Satoko was pardoned from the curse, although she was a member of the cursed Hojo family. She was one of the cursed Hojos. Satoshi-kun wasn't pardoned, but Satoko was? She was cursed, but she got away. She escaped the curse, but Satoshi-kun didn't. I can't accept that. In fact, Satoko should have been the one to be cursed the most. She courted Satoshi-kun physically and emotionally. That was why things got weirder and weirder, and then everything went crazy. When I think back on it, it was Satoko who I hated most of all. She courted Satoshi-kun. And as a result, Satoshi-kun disappeared. What's the stars about? What the hell is that? Wait, what the hell is that? What does the stars mean? She started it. She caused it. If only she had been there. Just as Rika Furude and Satoko lived happily, maybe there had been happy. Oh my god, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me reread that. Just as Rika Furude and Satoko had lived happily, maybe there had been a happy future for me too. Maybe Satoshi and I could have started our lives together in Okamiya. Yes, if I look at both the beginning and the end, it's so obvious. Satoko's existence caused everything. Satoshi-kun had to kill his aunt because of Satoko. The three families used that to create the curse. And then finally they killed him! The police were convinced that he just ran away. And he'd never do that. He was the type of person who always did his best at everything. All by himself. He was doing the very best he could for his only sister. Yet he was forced to vanish. He worked so hard for Sadako. And though he was living just for her, he was erased. Poor Satoshi-kun. He was so underappreciated. That girl knew no gratitude. She was cursed. If you got near her, you'd meet the same fate. You'd be cursed to die, or disappear. That really was it. She was the main cause behind it all. She wormed her way into Rika Furude's good graces, and that was why the curse fell upon Satoshi-kun. She should have died first. Then Satoshi-kun would still be alive. If he was alive, I could have done something for him. I can't forgive her. I can't forgive Satoko. I can't forgive that girl. There can be no peace with her. There can be no peace. She was the perfect target for the curse of 1983. The curse over Shio-sama. Rika Furude, the reincarnation over Shio-sama. Rika was that. The reincarnation over Shio-sama that died. There was no more god in Kimizawa to live with the curse. I'm the one who has to deliver it now. I am Mion Sonozaki, the head of the Sonozaki family, one of the three families of Ogurafuchi. Now that all the heads of the three families are gone, there's nobody to surpass me. I will deliver the curse over Shio-sama and no one else. I'll deliver it. I am the curse. I become more Shio-sama! I felt hot bubbles boiling over deep inside of me. I could tell the demon inside of me wanted the war. I noticed Keiichi was looking down at me. Calm down, Mion. You can't tell what you're thinking. Calm down. Calm down. At that point, I heard footsteps coming closer. I saw 4 or 5 adults, accompanied by Rena, running towards us with flashlights in their hands. One of them opened the lock on the cabin door, and we all went inside. Of course, there's nobody there. Satoko and Rika lived alone. I doubt Satoko would have left a note saying that she was going over to the Sonozaki house when Rika was there already. But wouldn't it be fine if she had? Because of that, I hurried into the room ahead of Ren to make sure there was nothing left behind. The rumor of Rika and Satoko's disappearance spread throughout the village quickly. More and more villagers gathered at the Fude Shrine. Acting in place of the head of the Sonozaki family, I commanded them to search the village. The villagers nodded and scattered. How long had it been since the last time I was truly Mion? I felt so pleased that my body almost went numb. Lots of villagers went in and out of the shrine. They yelled at each other that she was nowhere to be found. Some suggested other places look as they all left. They made a lot of noise with their comings and goings. Members of the Women's Association brought out huge pots and gas cookers from the storage and got ready to cook for the men. That was when I noticed Keiichi unsteadily walking towards a copse of dark spine trees. What was he thinking? How stupid of him to be alone on a night like this. If a person responsible for executing the curse was nearby, he would have come back safely.
ミオンちゃん、お茶が池の方もぐるっと探したけど全然ダメだね。池の中も照らしたけど明るくなんないとわかんないよ。
うん、ありがとうございます。婦人部の皆さんがお味噌汁を作ってくれてますので、召し上がって休んでください。
ミオンちゃん、あの二人って自転車どこに止めてたんか知ってるかい？
I clicked the mouse and almost skipped his line, but it did not register. One win for me! I had a win finally!
さあ、多分境内の階段の下じゃないかな。まさかあの階段を担いで上がったりはしないでしょ。
ないんだよね、二人の自転車がさ。どこかに行っちゃったんだろうかね。
自転車で遊びに行ったならどうかもしれんな。町か。
だとするとひなみ沢の中にはいないんかもしれんな。
そういえばリカちゃまがいなくなったってのは誰が最初に気づいたんだ？
ん？ああ、ケイちゃんだけど、急に虫が知らせたんだとか。
前原屋敷のせがれさんか。なんや怪しいな。
そういえば前原家は来てないのか、この一大事の時に。
前原家は懲戒未加入だから青年団の連絡網に入ってないんよ。
なあ、すったらんしょうがな。
あれ入ったろ懲戒。ああ、あれさね、連絡網に名前が載ってないだけんと違う。連絡網新年に作ったきりやんね。途中から越してきたから載ってない。
前原のせがれさんの虫の知らせってのがどうもな。
第一発見者が一等怪しい言うやんね。そのせがれはどこ行ったんかいね。
さっき松林の方にふらふら行くのを見たよ。誰か呼んでくる？
Conveniently, I saw Keiichi Maebara walking back toward us.
ケイちゃん、どこ行ってたんだよ。ケイちゃんまでいなくなったのかと心配したよ。
すまん。
It looked like nothing had happened to Keiichi. If so, that's fine. That means I took care of all my enemies. He has so much energy. He has so much fucking energy.
美味しい匂いが漂ってくると思ったら、これはぜひご評判に預かりたいですね。
I heard the loud, sticky voice of a middle-aged man. It was Wishi. He must be confused about this year's incident. The scale of the curse this time is nothing like the previous ones. Uishi's information network is about equal to, or better than, that of the elders on Town Council. In other words, he could easily uncover a rumor that was circulating through the underside of the village. He must have came here to see if the disappearances of the Kimiyoshi and Rika had something to do with the changing of the lock on the ritual storehouse's door. The police will come for me sooner or later. I am Mion Sonozaki. By removing all the heads of the three families, my enemies, I've become the head in their place. I can't allow Mion Sonozaki to continue existing. I have to destroy the existence of the head of the Sozaki family. When I destroy my own position, that is when my revenge will come to an end. More than likely, I'll have Oishi witness my final moments. My eyes and Oishi's met. Damn it! He thinks I'm suspicious already. You're right, Oishi. I did it. Mion Zanazaki, the head of the Sozaki family, is the culprit. Oishi is on the case. Can I say this now? I think Oishi is a protagonist in with Higurashi and Meakashi. He's technically doing his job, and he is figuring out the truth of who the villain is this chapter. Because let's admit this now, the path to hell. Let's admit this now. Shion is the villain of this chapter. I'm admitting this now. I think Shion is truly the villain of this chapter. Shion, or Mion as she likes to be called. I have slight suspicions on whether or not she truly is Mion. But let's go ahead and read Notebooks pages 195 and 196. 195, here we go. Rika Furude. She was the head of the Furude family, but she never appeared at most of the important meetings. Even if she did show up, nobody asked her for her opinion, so it never really mattered if she was there or not. A legend in the Furude family said that if their firstborn child is a girl for 8 generations in a row, that 8th girl would be the reincarnation of Shio-sama. According to Dr. Sad's research, Rika Furude is very likely to be the one. Surely she must be an important icon in the cult of Shio-sama. The true believers are devoted to her. So it's quite surprising to me that Rika Furude herself was the assassin. It's unbelievable. It's just too abnormal. Usually a VIP like her wouldn't be the one to assassinate someone. It's possible that it was a Rika Furude lookalike. From the way she moved, she seemed experienced in fighting. It's not normal that a small girl like her would jump me without faltering. I just got lucky because I had a stun gun. Without it, I don't know what would have happened. She was far more skilled than she looked. Was she trained as an assassin? Or was that a body double? Everything is mystery, including that creepy syringe. What's going on? I can't understand. She was like an apparition or something. Did Oryo Sodazaki know of her existence? What is hiding on the underside of this village? Underside? I went much deeper than I thought. Even though these are the answer arcs, we are only getting but questions about the truth behind Rika Furude. So let's go ahead and read Notebook page 196. At this point, I believe that I can complete my revenge by destroying the curse system entirely. That means I have to eliminate the heads of all the 3 families. The successor Shion, and the assassins who are after Keiichi. Although Keiichi is completely unguarded, he hasn't been attacked so far. Even though I told everybody that he was one of the trespassers. In fact, it's me who's being attacked. Rika Furude attacked me. According to my theory, Keiichi should have made for a very attractive bait. But nobody has done anything to harm him. Since Rika Furude attacked me, it might be that opposing the Furude family is a greater taboo than trespassing in the ritual storehouse. Rika Furude had said that intrusion was a big deal. She sounded like she was going to let Keiichi walk. And after I accused her of that, Rika Furude attacked me that very night. Are there 2 different factions? Does one handle trespassers in the ritual storehouse, while the other protects the religious doctrines of the Furude family? No, that doesn't make sense. Tomotake-san's death must have been caused by the Furude family's injections. Who has shown me the effect of it herself, clawing out her own throat and dying like that? Tomotake-san should have been subject to the curse, at least according to the system of the Furude family. I don't understand why Keiichi hasn't been attacked. Did he have something exempting him from the curse, like Takano-san? Just like how only Satoko Hojo was spared? Keiichi's friend of Rika Furude's. So does that mean that if you were close to her, you wouldn't be cursed? Was she more important than the whole system? That's impossible. The hag was at the top of the curse system. Rika could have been higher up than her. Scribble, scribble. Are there multiple ways to determine the subject of the curse? Are there as many curse execution groups as there are subjects? And do they all work separately? It's a mess. None of my theories add up. If I mess up my reasoning, I might make the wrong person the target of my revenge. I don't understand who that is, or how Satoshi-kun was made to disappear. How much did the hack know? That really was a huge loss. I have so many things I wanted to ask her. I killed her by accident. Shit! In that respect, I already failed my revenge. The understudy Misawa really does run too deep. Scribble. The whole page is blacked out with scribbles. Oh, wait! Hold up. Were those notebooks from the point of view of somebody reading them? Like somebody other than Shion reading them. Oh, haha! Interesting conclusions are being made in this episode of Higurashi When They Cry Meakashi. But those conclusions will have to continue next time. So if you all enjoyed this video on me reading Higurashi When They Cry Meakashi, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all next time. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all next time. Richard.
OK OK